Hey guys, so I just got back from the supermarket. It's hot. I had got Babe some stuff for the week because he'll be staying here in New York for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. And so I'm gonna talk about that in a few. I just want to get undressed, get comfortable. I'm hot. It's cold. Like, it's not cold, but it's windy. But it's not like freezing cold. But I guess with doing the shopping cart and stuff like that, still doing my toe. I'm extremely hot right now, so I'm going to get comfortable, put my pajamas back on, and take you guys with me because I'm in the house by myself. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm hot, real hot. But like I said, I'm in the house by myself. My mom in love took baby girl and baby boy out with her other granddaughter and her sister. So, well, her sister's daughter, so her niece. She took them out. Let me sit down. Ooh. She took them out to a trampoline park, and it's not any of the trampoline parks I've ever heard. It's not Urban Air. It's not what's the other one that's real popular? Sky Zone. Is it Sky Zone? Sky Zone. It's another one that's like close to upstate, or not upstate, but she took them, and she said I could keep baby girl or let baby girl go. So I just let baby girl go. We've been here for the week so that she could spend time with baby girl since she was off from work for this week for spring break, and my son had spring break, so we just came out here. However, as I mentioned earlier, Babe's work schedule for the next couple of weeks is crazy because he's basically doing the graveyard shift, and being in Jersey after 12:51 there's no trains until like 9, well, not till 9, but like till 5-6 o'clock. And he's working, when I say graveyard shift, I mean from he gets up at 2:30 a.m. basically next week until whenever. His regular shift isn't bad, it's 3 to 11, but what they have him working for now is absolutely insane. And so he's gonna have to stay out here, unfortunately, which I hate and he hates, but it is the reality of our situation. But again, I always say we're grateful that we have two places to go between. My son goes back to school, our son, excuse me, goes back to school on Monday, so obviously we have to go back to Jersey. So we're leaving Sunday to go back to Jersey, and he'll be here. So what I did was I went and got him some food for the week because we typically come out here on the weekends. And so I went and got him food for the week. I'm not sure about next week because I'm trying to figure out how to get here, because we have a church trip. My church, we're going to see Noah at Sight and Sound on Saturday. He's coming too, so we have to come pick him up before we go. But I'm debating if I want to come back Saturday night here, that way I can do the shopping for him on Sunday and cook his food for the week. Because again, we're not sure. He's supposed to find out Thursday when his shift, when that graveyard shift basically is going to end, and I'm hoping it's no more than 2 weeks, because like, come on now. But yeah, I went and got him some stuff, so I'm gonna put this stuff in the kitchen. And I also picked the baby girl some stuff because why not? Yeah, no, she's on solids. She started solids honestly around 4.5 months, but I wasn't giving it to her consistently. I think I was giving her like once a day. And at her appointment, her 4-month appointment at 5 months, I went ham. After they was like, yeah, you can give her solids. They said give her solids, I went ham. So I'm in the process of ordering her stuff for feeding time. So let me figure out how to put this camera. I have a whole tripod in the room that I can use, but I don't feel like going to get it. So we're gonna put the camera here. So, for baby girl, so I do get WIC for her, and hold on, let me just take it out. So I do get WIC for baby girl. However, WIC is not going to cover this brand, and she's been loving this brand to eat, and so she's been doing the Serenity Kids. You probably saw that video is not posted on the full thing. That video was posted for the memberships only, the members only. And so I did a video where I was showing her cabinet, and I'll probably do a full video because I'm gonna do a mommy day vlog one day next week. But she has a whole cabinet of Serenity Kids. She also has some Cerebelli, and she also has yeah, Cerebelli. Those are two. Once Upon a Farm. So those are the 3 brands I'm trying to put her on because those are clean brands. Gerber and all of that. I used to give to my son Gerber and Beech Nut or whatever, but they have been found to have heavy metals. And so I was going to stick to Serenity Kids. However, Serenity Kids and Cerebelli are not covered by WIC, specifically in my state where I live in Jersey. So I do have to pay cash for these, and these run about, out here they were $3 and some change, $3.79 I think. So they're about $4 a pop for each of these. So what I'm going to do with the WIC is I am going to get her some Beech Nut. Once Upon a Farm is covered by WIC, so I will try to see if Walmart has that. Brands in there, they should though. I think they do. If not, I'll have to figure out how to get that. But with the WIC, I'm mainly just going to do her fruits. Not really her veggies. I have a baby NutriBullet or baby bullet, whatever you call it. So we've been pureeing her food a lot. But she is in love with these. So I got 2 more of each of these. She got a big set of their World Adventures. I think it's what it's called. Really don't remember. But let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it's called the World Explorers is what the brand, the version of it is called, World Explorers. And they have different versions. So this one is a coconut curry with chicken. And it's sweet potato, bell pepper, and coconut cream with chicken and curry. On the back, it literally just says free range chicken, organic vegetables, organic herbs and spices, and organic coconut cream and lime. And so it has sweet potato, chicken, coconut cream, red pepper, tomato paste, coconut aminos, lime juice, olive oil, ginger, lemongrass, coriander, and cumin. And it's clean, organic brand. So she has a lot of these. I bought her a bulk of them. The cabinet is full. And so I picked up some more of the regular ones. So this is a grass-fed beef with kale and sweet potato. And it's for 6 months plus. I know some people have gripes about what you should give a baby at a certain age range. I'll be honest, I don't really bother by that. If it's pureed, she gonna get it. I know some people believe waiting to give meats to babies until they're like 7 months or 8 months. Doctor hasn't said anything. Doctor is fine with it. I will let her doctors know what she's been eating and how she's been taking to it. But she's been taking to it fine. She hasn't had any breakouts. The only thing is just her getting used to solids because she got to poop and all that. So, but it hasn't been like a concern. But I got her 2 of the grass-fed beefs to take back. 2 of the free-range turkeys. So this comes with turkey, sweet potato, pumpkin, and beets. And they're made with organic olive oil. So they tell you exactly what's on the back. And you can see the ingredients for yourself. So I got two of those. She's not a fan of these. The turkey one, she's not a real big fan of. Which I can't even get mad because I didn't eat a lot of turkey when I was pregnant. And I'm not a fan of turkey myself. So I got her 2 of the turkeys. The chicken she loves. It's chicken peas and carrots. And you can see on the back, everything's made with olive oil and water. And then her favorite one is the wild caught salmon. Yes, baby girl has been eating seafood. So this is butternut squash and beet. So I got her 2 of those. And she also has, is this it? No. But at the house, she has the salmon teriyaki version as well. So yeah, I just picked those up just to have as backup. I do get 32 containers of baby food for her, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to work that once I go to Walmart. Because technically she gets 32 and 32 is 64, so she gets 64 cans technically in a month because of how my WIC benefits, they start and end in the beginning of the month. And so it's great for her because she has an amount to work with. And so that was what I got for her. I got me some Tic Tacs because I needed it. But for Babe, I got him some containers. I had bought him a whole lunch set at the house, but we ain't at the house, so I had to get him some for here. So this is just a 6-pack. I figured I can make his meals for the week, 5 days of work, plus an extra that he can have. And so we have that. Especially if he's working a graveyard shift, we gotta figure something out. He can eat breakfast and lunch before he leaves, but dinner will be here. Oop, I almost dropped that. I got pasta. Babe is a pasta man all the way. He loves him some pasta. So I got some tricolor rotini and then some penne. These are big boxes. These are basically going to be split for 2 days each. And so yeah, I'll make the whole box here, make this whole box, and then that'll be almost 5 days basically, because I'm going to try to split these in two and then try to mix them for the fit, if that makes sense. But if not, he has shrimp that I can do. So he has that. In the freezer, he already has butterfly shrimp. He already has butterfly shrimp and popcorn shrimp. I forgot to give him some more waffles. I'll have to go back and look. Supermarket, thankfully, is across the street from my mom-in-law's, but I wanted to get him some more waffles because he has oatmeal, he has cereal. I did get some sauces, so we got the Alfredo Classic, the roasted garlic parmesan. I was gonna get another red sauce, but I opted not to. But I got the sauce flavored with meat. Basic stuff. Where's the other bag? I got him some salsa sun chips. He loves these, the garden salsa, right? A small pack of Oreos because let me just say, maybe I'm spoiled having lived in Jersey shopping at Walmart. But this should not have been almost $6 for this box. I'm sorry. I was annoyed, but yeah. Then meat-wise, I got some beef for stir fry. I'm just going to season and chop it up, put it with the pasta. I got him 2 of these boneless chicken breasts. They're really, really big, so I can split them in half. So that's pretty much technically 4 meals right here with this chicken because they're really thick. Like, I don't know if you can see how thick that is, but I can cut them in half. And then I got some ground chicken as well. Like I said, he also has a shrimp in there. So I have things that I can make for him for the week. And extra if he's hungry even more. But let me put this stuff up and I'll set you guys up in the living room and chat with you all. Okay, y'all, so I'm sitting down on the couch. I just put the stuff up, poured me a little bit of ginger ale. And yeah, I just wanted to talk with you guys because I haven't posted like I usually post. And I wanted to be honest with you guys about where I am in my head and things like that. And it's nothing bad. But yeah, I've just been not myself because the reality of postpartum, it ain't fun. Postpartum has not been the best for me, specifically because of, I guess, the weight gain. So your girl is 40, almost 50 pounds. 50 pounds over my pre-birth weight, and that has been taking a toll on me in so many ways, because one, I had to get rid of all of my clothes. None of them fit. Like, when I say all of my clothes, I mean every dress that I had, every top, every bottom had to go. I went from being an extra small or a extra small to now being extra large, which is insane to me. And I'm very petite, so people don't see it. But when they're like, oh, that's a cute outfit, what size is it? And I tell them the size, they're like mind boggled. Even when I go shopping and I'm like, can you show me where the large or the extra large is? Or if I ask for something in an extra large or a large, people side eye me. It's like, listen, I know it looks like I'm not, but I am. And for me, it's a lot. Because again, I came from being a 2XS, which is a 2 extra small, or extra small, to now being an extra large. All my bottoms are extra larges. My shirts, I can do a small, but the problem also with this weight gain is that I have what they call diastasis recti, which most women get it when they're pregnant, because obviously your belly is being stretched out, which means your abs are being stretched out. So women, they can snap back real quick, right? Like, I was able to snap back quick with my son, but I still ended up with like a little mommy belly pouch, and I just thought it was a belly pouch, but apparently it was not. is diastasis recti, and it's basically when your abs are separated. So usually your abs are like close together like this. Mine are severely separated to the point it's like this. So there's a gap in between the abs. And with my son, I think it was like 1 or 2 fingers of separation. Now it's about 3-4 fingers, which is severe. And that's part of the reason why I'm having the back pain, because of the diastasis recti. And it's a lot. It's been a lot trying to take it all in and accept it and try to move forward. I've never had to work out, and so now having to work out, but I can't really work out because certain workouts will make it worse. So like I cannot do crunches, I cannot do sit-ups. When I get off the bed, I cannot just like lift myself off the bed, because what it does is it domes your stomach, and if you're doming your stomach, then you're making your separation even worse. And so I have to avoid all activities that forces me to dome my stomach, if that makes sense. And it's kind of aggravating because I can't do sit-ups, I can't do crunches, I can barely do planks unless they're modified a certain way. I have to be mindful of how I'm getting up out the bed, how I'm getting in the bed, how I'm picking things up, how I'm putting things down. It's like I have to be mindful about a lot, and it's frustrating for me. I've always wanted to be between 125, 135. That was like my ideal weight, right? And I'm there plus more. But it's, I guess, a shock seeing myself. Like, I'll be honest, I don't like making videos of my face because I hate seeing my neck, I hate seeing my arms, I don't like it. And so in that video, the reason why I honestly posted that video as a membership only video, because I really didn't want to post the video up. I wanted to delete the video because I got sick of seeing my arms. And to y'all, it might not seem like much, but this for me is like brand new. And so don't get me wrong, I love my body, I love what it has done to birth 2 children. I love that my body has grown, but it's taking me some time getting used to it, and it's affecting me in so many ways because I don't barely ever want to get dressed. Like, getting dressed for church now is no longer fun for me, because it's like, well, I don't usually go to church in sweats and a top, but sometimes I might have to, or I might just have to squeeze in something that I know ain't gonna fit. Or I buy dresses for church, but then when I put them on, they now, even though they were church appropriate because of how thick my legs are, it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's taking a toll on me. Sometimes I don't feel beautiful and pretty. And y'all, my husband does the world of a time telling me how amazing I am and how beautiful I am and how he loves me and my body even now. But it's just a hard transition. I mean, even so much so that my ring is stuck on my finger, y'all. My ring is stuck, which means I know I gained weight in my fingers because I've never had an issue taking my ring off. Like, it gets stuck there, and then I have to do a whole lot of, like, I had finally gotten it off yesterday, but I put it back on because I had to run to the supermarket, and I'm married. I ain't walking out the house without my ring. But now my finger, it is stuck on there. It's stuck. And that was one of my biggest fears, is my ring getting stuck on my finger. And I don't want him to have to go get me a new ring in a new size. It's so frustrating because I didn't have to go through this much with my son. Like, there wasn't a lot. And some people have told me it's because I'm taking birth control. I took birth control with my son and I did not gain this much weight. Like, the weight gain is insane. It is insane. And so I can't really say it's the birth control that's doing this to me because I've taken the same birth control years ago. So I don't know. And you know, it's just sometimes I don't want to get on camera. I don't want to dress up because I don't really have anything to dress up in. And what I do have, I want to keep for when I actually have to go somewhere. And it just becomes a lot. And I'm always on mommy mode, and I'm always on wife mode. As you guys saw in the beginning, I went food shopping for my husband, and then even having to deal with that situation as far as like his work schedule. I love his job, he loves his job. We are blessed to have 2 households basically out here in New York and in Jersey. But in moments like this, when he has crazy shifts, I'm grateful he has somewhere to come and lay his head and to wash up and to eat. But it also sucks because now I'm gonna be without my husband for like a couple days, and I'll see him on the weekends, but it's like, it's not the same. It's almost like a long distance marriage, and it sucks, y'all. It sucks so much. But I also know that this is for purpose. God is doing what he needs to do for both of us. And I'm grateful even though it kind of annoys me. And so I've been trying to be positive. He's been trying to be positive about it because we really don't know how long it's going to be that he's working this shift. I'm praying it's no longer than 2 weeks, but realistically it could be a month, it could be 3 weeks, a month and a half. We really don't know. He's supposed to find out tomorrow, and so hopefully it's not long. But you know, I gotta go back to doubling up on everything myself, which it's been nice having a partner to help me out with the kids, and so now I have to go back to doing it on myself, which is a lot. But I'm also grateful because it allows me to kind of snap myself back to where I was, getting up early and doing what I need to do, and then making sure baby girl is on a proper schedule. Because I'll be honest, I've been lackadaisy because babe has been doing things for me in the morning. He's been taking, you know, little man to school. Baby girl, I've been letting her sleep till she feel like getting up. Some mornings I do wake her up, but I typically want her to get up by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock the latest, so that she is eating and sleeping and all that stuff, taking her naps the way she needs to, so that she can be down for the night. And I'll be honest, I've been terrible at that. I've just been terrible. So it's gonna allow me to really refocus, recenter, and things like that. So yeah, that's that little spiel there. So what we gonna talk about now? Let's talk about books. Y'all, I've been reading books. Some days I'm just like, I don't want to read, and then some days it's like we're reading 10 books in a day. So I just finished reading Up in Smoke, or Smoke Signals. This book here, I just finished reading it. It's a contemporary romance. I give it 3 stars. I've noticed that my reading tastes now are like changing. Like, I stopped reading erotic novels, but I was still reading like romances that had explicit scenes in them. They weren't really bothering me, honestly. It was just like, okay, read it, okay, fun, haha, cute, whatever. But after reading this book, I realized I don't care for books that are saturated in sexual things. Like, I was like, this is getting on my nerve. I gave it a 3 star. Really should have been a 2.5. But it wasn't also just that, it was the plot. I feel like with the situation with both the characters in this book, there could have been so much more depth to the story, but there wasn't. And I've noticed that people that I was reading the book with said the same thing. Some people gave it 2 star, 2.5 star, like they were along the same lines of it wasn't given enough depth. This could have easily been a 4 star if they took the background with the couple's previous relationships a little further, because it seemed so serious, but they never expanded on that. And it was just like, oh, this is what happened, boom boom bow, this is what happened, boom boom bow, oh, both of them pop up, boom boom bow, and then we back like we're a new couple. It was just too much. So I read this, I gave it a 3 star. Didn't care for it too much. What else have I been reading? Let me go get my iPhone. No, I don't have to do that. I can go on my iPad. I need to actually update my reading journal because I have not been doing that at all. But let's get on Goodreads, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now what I am reading. I can tell you. So I'm currently, all right. So I was reading Smoke Signals. I was reading it on my paperweight, my Kindle paperweight. This is a 12th gen. But now I'm going to be reading Count My Lies by Sophie Stava. This is a thriller, mystery, suspense. I don't really know. But I am a part of Fable, and I'm following like several thousand book clubs on there. And sometimes I read the books, some months I don't. This month, I'm like, let me just tackle some books. So I'm reading this with I haven't started it yet, but I have it out. On my Kindle Basic, I have Up From Dusk by Miss Heather Kaufman. Trying to get the cover up for you guys, but I'm reading Up From Dusk by Miss Heather Kaufman. I do own a physical copy of this book. I just ain't bring it, and that's the beauty of having e-readers, is that you might have physical copies but you don't want to bring them with you. So I'm finally reading this. I'm finally getting to all the books in 2024 and 2025 that I requested, that are finally out, that I need to do reviews on. And though I should be doing reading vlogs, I'm just not in the mood, like I said, to be on camera, honestly. And so we're reading this. I'm 5 chapters in. Yes, on chapter 5 right now, so that's what, 13% in. I really honestly wanted to finish this book today, I think, but we'll see. I'll try to get at least to the 50% mark if I can. And on here, this book has me in a chokehold right now, y'all. This book has me in a chokehold. I don't even know if I can show you guys the cover. Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys the cover like that. That is the cover, A Divine Revelation of Hell by Mary K. Baxter. I will throw the cover up on the screen because I don't want to lose my page whatsoever. But this book is basically Mary telling the revelation she got from when Jesus took her to hell for 30 days. And I heard about this from another YouTuber, Christian YouTuber on here. If I could find her video, I will leave it in the cards because I can't remember her name right now at this moment. And I just recently rewatched her video. But y'all, the first couple of chapters blew my mind. And I posted it on Instagram. If you didn't see it on Instagram, you can check out my TBR highlights. It's toward the end. I'm probably honestly going to just make a new TBR highlights and put that in there because that book took me through. Okay, it is very descriptive without being gruesome. There's certain details she chose to leave out. Now, some people may say, oh, the lady is lying. Some people may say she's not. Take it with a grain of salt, I say. For me, I definitely can understand what she's saying because certain things that she's saying and certain things she's explaining, I've seen and I've heard for myself, if that makes sense. So, yeah. That's that. But I'm currently reading that book. It is so good. I did Soft DNF, Gentle and Lowly by Dane Ortland. It was just too theological. I'm mentally not in a space to be theological in my reading. So I have that as a soft DNF. I will pick it back up and finish it, but I can't right now. I can't do it right now. So I soft DNF'd that. I soft DNF'd Preparing for Easter by C.S. Lewis because Easter is Sunday. I ain't gonna finish all them books, all them chapters by then. I could, but again, C.S. Lewis is one of those readers where like you love his writing, but you gotta read it 50 million times to understand what he's saying. I ain't got time for that. And when I say I don't have time for that, not that I don't really have the time, but mentally and emotionally where I am, just no. And I'd rather enjoy it. So I'm soft DNFing that until next year, along with the Lent Scripture Journey from Keith Farron. Those were the 2 Lent readings that I was doing. I failed on Lent, let's just say that. I'm trying again next year. And I'm going to read that again as well next year for Lent season. I also soft DNF The Power of a Praying Wife. I haven't picked up that book in a minute because I'm currently actually doing another book. Reading another book. And I've heard about it all over TikTok. And it was one lady who was sharing a chapter. I think she shared a chapter, like visually showed it, and it blew my mind. It's called Pray for Him by Amanda Hayhurst. And so, yeah. I am currently reading that. Covers right there, and it's absolutely been amazing. But let's just say I'm gonna have to start from the beginning. I think it's a 30-day challenge, or 30-day devotional style type of writing. And I guess on Monday I can start really, like I said, getting myself back together because I have not been studying the Bible. I'll be honest. I've been reading. You guys, if you're following up, I've been doing the Everyday Gospel Bible for this year to read through the entire Bible canonically, and I am finally in Numbers. Finally. And some days I have skipped, some days I've done multiple readings. Like today I did Numbers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, so that was 2 days worth of reading. So you know, I'm slowly getting through it. I'm pretty sure I should be past the Pentateuch at this point in time, but be honest, this is where I'm at in this season. And so let's see, what else have I been reading that might spark you guys' interest? I am gonna do like a reading wrap up from like January to maybe April, and then I'll probably start again in May doing like my monthly readings and stuff like that. But I've been reading a lot of manga just because manga is like real quick and easy to read, and it's cute and it's sweet and it's fun and easy to go through, and they're typically 4-star ratings for me. But I read Howard Prentice, which is book 2 in the Clean Christian Billionaire's Romance. Why is it listed as book 3? Hold on. Oh, because I did. So I read Leon Blair, and I also read Christian Brooks, which is in that Clean Christian Billionaire's Romance. So the first book I gave 4 stars to. The second book I gave 3.5 stars too. And the third book, Howard Apprentice, I couldn't get through it. It was boring me, it was annoying me, and I just DNF'd it automatically. And I usually don't DNF books, but I'm in a season where if I don't want to read it and it's not doing anything for me, I'm DNFing it. So I DNF'd that book. But they're clean Christian billion romances that are written by a black author. So if you're looking for some black clean Christian romance, check out the series. For me, it just wasn't giving. What else did I read? I read What Remains in the Wilderness by B.R. Goodwin. It's the first book in a Christian dystopian. Really, really good. I definitely want to finish off. Of course, I read Mountains of Spice. You guys saw that. 5 stars. I read the first 2 books in the Crossfire series. Sorry, the Holly series by C.C. Warrens. They were good. I need to pick up on the 3rd book soon. Love Redeemed by T. White. And I actually need to put all of these on my DOI Goodreads because I have not even kept up with that. So I have been reading a mix of Christian books, nonfiction, and secular books, graphic novels, mangas, all the things. I've been reading those. Just trying to keep my spirits up because it's been difficult. It's been very, very hard. And I don't think I've ever been in a place, I'm lying. I've been in a place before, but this is back when I was like a 00 where I hated shopping because I knew nothing would fit because I was so small. Now I'm in a place where I don't want to go shopping because I can't believe that's how big I am now. And some people might watch this video and be like, oh my god, why is she being so silly? Why is she so concerned about it? It's one of those things where, like, if you never had a jump in your weight or a big loss in your weight, you're not going to understand where I am mentally. Also, dealing with postpartum on top of that is kind of like, why? And again, I love my body where I am, but I am just so sick of going out and people being, oh my god. And I know they don't mean it to be hurtful, but it needs to come to a point we gotta stop asking women if they're pregnant. Just stop. Because I hate being asked if I'm pregnant and I'm not pregnant. I had my baby. I am almost 7 months postpartum, but I still look pregnant. And I'm gonna be real transparent, show you guys. So this is me. Let me see if I can fix this camera and back y'all. Let me back y'all up a little and show you guys. This is me from the front. I very much still look pregnant. Here's me from the side. I still look pregnant, and that's because of the diastasis recti. So I can suck my stomach in, right? But I still have the pouch here, which makes it so difficult to want to do anything, to get dressed up, to go anywhere, because it's not really a eat healthy thing. Yes, eat healthy. Like my physical therapist, he told me straight up, don't take out all carbs. So he basically don't want me to have no white rice. I can't have no potatoes, no bread. Like, I like those things. Those are my favorite things to eat. I love white rice. I love me some potatoes. It don't matter if it's french fries, a baked potato, mashed potato. I like those things. But they're not helping my situation, right? But the main reason of my situation is because I went from being so small to so big, and my abs have been stretched out multiple times, that it's just looking like, is she pregnant? And I'm not. And I hate it when people ask me that. Like, I don't think I've ever been so annoyed with people saying it before, because it was like, but now it's like, I'm getting annoyed with it. And it's nothing I can do about what people want to say, because people are curious. Are you pregnant? Are you not pregnant? But when I say I'm not pregnant, then it's like they feel bad, and then it's like, but you shouldn't ask me. And again, it's, of course they don't mean it to be spiteful or anything like that. I just have to do a lot of work. So there are workouts that I have to do, but they're more so core workouts. So I have to do a lot of deep breathing exercises. I have to do a lot of exercises that work on my inner core, inner abs, I think it's the transverse abs. I don't even know what the words are. He be talking, I'll be listening. I just right now. So I only have 7 more sessions to go, and then I'm basically on my own with keeping up. He did give me a website to check out and workouts to really work on. And so yeah, also fun thing, my toe. So I technically should not have gone to walk to the supermarket because of my toe. I literally was limping and leaning on this shopping cart because of my toe. And let me fix something really quick. Hold on. All right, I had to clear out the trash because I saw the time was going down. But like I was saying with my toe, so I talked about it briefly in previous videos, but the gist is I basically caught an infection on my toe for no reason whatsoever, on my right big toe. And I waited a couple of weeks to see if it would heal. Usually it does heal on its own. I've never had like an infection like this. I had ingrown toenails, but I usually would get the toenail out, let it heal up, good. This went on for maybe 2.5, 3 weeks. I finally went to the ER, and that was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. I think at a hospital ever. They basically was like, yeah, it's infected, we have to drain it. Cool. The lady numbed my toe, but she did not allow the numbing medication to fully work. So she took out a razor and cut my toe 3 times in 3 spots. And I felt every bit of those cuts. It was so painful. And when I had told her, hey, the numbing medication isn't working as of yet, she said, well, it won't be as painful as if you didn't have the numbing medication. That should have been my cue to just say, all right, no, forget it, don't worry about it. But she proceeded to cut, and she was trying to drain it, but it was just blood leaking out of my toe, clearly. And so she called her attendant or whoever it was, and he was like, oh yeah, we can't do anything, pretty much. So basically it was like, you gotta go to a podiatrist and take antibiotics. They left, and I was sitting there for like 30 minutes waiting. They never came back. I got a notification from CVS that my order for my prescription was put in, which they never told me they were putting it in, but they did it. Mind you, when they left, all they did was put a gauze to tap it, and they didn't wrap it, they didn't clean it, they didn't do any type of wound care. And so when the nurses came, 2 nurses came, a man and a woman, and they were like, they didn't clean your toe? No. Did they numb your toe? Yes, they used, I think it was lidocaine or whatever, the needle. And they walked away, came back. The guy was like, all right, well, come over here to the, basically is a waiting area for you to be discharged. And I literally had on my one shoe. The other shoe I had in my hand and no socks on because I was bleeding. They did nothing. It wasn't until I said, whatever, let me just go. When he gave me my discharge papers, he was like, oh, you want to take something home to wrap your toe in? Y'all want me to wrap my toe at home, but y'all not gonna wrap my toe in the ER. At that point, I was pissed off. I said, where's the number for the podiatrist? It wasn't even on the paperwork. The number that they told me to call was the wrong number. I had called that number on a Friday. That number transferred me to another number, and then that number transferred me to another one. Then I got on the call. I had to wait over an hour, well, almost an hour for them to answer. They answered the phone finally. Took my information from my insurance, put me on hold for another 10 minutes to tell me they don't take my insurance. I was pissed off. I was irritated because I should not have to go through this runaround after y'all done cut up my toe. And then mind you, at the hospital, she's like, oh, well, we don't see any pus coming out. The minute I got home, it started to pus. And so I took footage of that for the podiatrist. My mom ended up going into the system to find me one, and she gave me the information. I called on Monday in the morning, and I told them that what was going on, and they booked me that same day at 3:15. So I left my house at 2:30, 2 something to get there. Luckily, the podiatrist is literally up the block from my house, literally right where my hair salon is. They're like 2 blocks down. And so I could have walked, but clearly I can't walk, so I have to unfortunately pay the $10 for a stupid Uber. But I went, the doctor looked at it. He said it looked fine. It did look fine because I had already been taking my antibiotics for about the five days that they gave it to me, I think. Yeah, they gave me a 5-day prescription. I had to take 3 pills a day. And so I had already, I think I had 1 more day to do after I met with him. And he didn't really want to go in and mess with my toe because they had just did something and I was on the antibiotics. So he said he could, or I could wait a week, come back, and if it's still in pain, he would then go in and do what needs to be done the proper way. That means numbing me correctly, cutting where he needs to cut, taking whatever, and just all that stuff. And so I was like, you know what, no problem. I had forgot that was supposed to be this week. On Monday I was supposed to go, so I had called them to reschedule for the following week, well, for another day, but they didn't have anything for the following week. they didn't have. So I have to wait till the 28th. So I'm going on the 28th, and I'm gonna let him go do what he needs to do, because it's still pus coming out of my toe. Like, I tried to do a workout yesterday for the diastasis recti, and one of them required me to be kind of on my knees and my toes, but I guess I was on my toe too much and it started to pus. And so it doesn't look, oh my god, what? I say that and then look at my toe and this looks crazy. Typically it doesn't look that bad, but I think that there is a toenail stuck in my skin in the front of my toe, causing a lot of the pain. And so he's gonna have to go in and cut it. I'm not looking forward to that because it's my skin. It's not really the toenail, because the way my toes are, I don't have a toenail on that side. Like, there is no toenail there. Like, it may be growing now. I'm trying to look at it. I ain't got my glasses on, and I don't have my glasses on because the ring light will glare. But sorry guys, that is, I think that's CVS calling my phone, and I'm not really sure why. I don't have any prescriptions, so I'm not gonna answer that. But yeah, and then my hair is constantly falling. Let me see if I can even show y'all right now. That's another thing. My hair, like, there's a whole bunch of hair missing here. Like, it don't matter how I do a ponytail, there will always be hair missing here. I got a lot of hair. Like, when I say there are, see, if I comb my hair, it'll happen. I don't want to do it, but typically when I comb my hair, I say strands are coming out. This is not giving postpartum hair loss. It's giving what's going on. She's going bald. And so it's just a lot going on. My toe, my back, diastasis recti, dealing with my body changing, having way more weight than I thought I would keep, the hair loss, and just not wanting, like, look, I don't, can you guys see? I just pulled my, not pulled it, but like just grazed my hand through my hair and came out. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. I know it's a postpartum mom thing. Some women feel the same way, some women have other things going on, but it's just, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, and I'm just trying to give myself grace. I'm learning in this season, and I'm gonna do a whole video on what I've learned in my postpartum season, because I'm learning a lot about myself. And the biggest thing is giving myself grace. Giving myself grace, because I have not been giving myself grace. If I can't get certain things done, then I get frustrated, and being frustrated on top of already feeling how I'm feeling does not work, and then it comes off crazy to my family. And my family understands. They are very amazing, that they've been helping me through this entire time of postpartum, that they have been completely understanding, and I'm very, very grateful and thankful for that. But I hate being in that position of, like, I feel a certain way, I don't want to feel a certain way, then I feel bad when I have to explain how I'm feeling, and then they say sorry, and then I feel bad that I made them say sorry, because they didn't need to say sorry. It's not them, it's me. And it's just, it becomes a lot. It becomes a lot, and it is a lot. And I'm only sharing this because I don't want to keep posting videos and then people are wondering, why am I making vlogs, or why am I doing Bible study videos? This is why. I've been in kind of a rut, and it hasn't been fun. Like, I probably should not have stayed at the house when my mom-in-law took the kids. I probably should have went, because she said I could come, but immediately I was like, no, I'll stay in the house, because then I'm gonna have to put on sweatpants, I have to be around people, and I don't know. This is the reality of what I'm dealing with right now. And I've been sticking to the word very closely, as much as I can. And I know what the word of God says. I know who I am in Christ and all that wonderful stuff I do. But the mental attack that is happening is real. It's real. And so I just wanted to share that with you all before I start posting videos again, and you guys wonder why I'm like looking a certain way, or why my arms might be covered, because it is frustrating to me. It's very much so frustrating. It's frustrating. So yeah, that's it. I guess I'm done. I really don't have anything else to say, so I'm just gonna chill here. I'll probably check in on them, text my mom in love, make an Amazon order for baby girl. And watch some TV. I need to eat. So I might go cook some of that shrimp. Babe got it. Yeah. He got 3 bags of shrimp, so I might just cook up one. Because I do need to eat. My head is starting to hurt. And if I don't eat, I'm going to have migraines. Which migraines have come back. Have not been fun. I can't get any more medication because I'm changing neurologists. But to go to a neurologist where I'm going right now for my doctor's appointment, I got to go to the doctor to get a referral. And I don't go to the doctor until next week. And I'm also going to have another procedure done. Which I was supposed to have this procedure done maybe 3 years ago in New York, but I waited around and then I got pregnant and then I changed medical from New York to Jersey, and so I can't really do anything until I actually go to my first appointment, and I already know I'm gonna have that procedure done. So it's just I think what it is I've been in the doctor's office in the hospital so much since baby girl, and it's starting to get frustrating now. Because I'm tired of being in the doctor's office. I'm tired of being in pain. And it's like I'm in constant pain. Like, I'll be honest, sitting right now throughout this whole video, standing, walking, it all hurts. And so I have to deal with pain whether I'm sitting up, whether I'm rounding my back. And I round my back because it gives relief to my lower back. But then my upper back is hurting. Then my spine is hurting. And then my toe starts to throb. And then I might get a headache. And then my sides are very tender. Like, very tender. And again, it's the weight gain on top of the diastasis recti, and my posture is, I have a permanent arch in my back apparently. My posture isn't the best, and so it's a lot. And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating, y'all. It really is. And I'll be honest, the way I'm coping, playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure on my Switch, watching anime and reading books. Be honest. But I know that I need to really get back in tune with the Lord and really remember my roots. And I have to also understand that in this season, I can't do what I used to do. And I think I had to learn this before in a previous season where I had those hours to just be in the Word. I don't have that anymore. And so I have to accept the 5 or 10 minutes that I have to dive into the Word over the hour, 2, 3 hours I used to have, which I miss those days so much. And I understood why God had me spending all that time before marriage, because yeah. But I know I'll get back to a routine and a schedule that's gonna work. It's just right now everything is all over the place and my back is on fire right now. Oh my God. So I'm gonna end this video. I'll keep you guys posted if you want to. I don't like to always come on here and talk about myself, but I do because I know that it's helpful for some people, and some people may have like related in some form or fashion. So if you've ever dealt with like postpartum issues after having your baby, please share. Please share. If you've ever had crazy weight gain after baby, please share. Please share, because I don't know, it's just a woman thing pretty much. But I'm gonna go so I can edit this video, and I'll probably, I don't know y'all, I just want to go eat right now. It's, what time is it? It is 4:49. I need to go eat. I have not eaten anything outside of breakfast this morning at 11, so I need to eat now. It's been almost 5 hours since I last ate. Babe gets off of work in another hour. Thankfully he gets off at 7, so he'll be here around 8. I think the kids and I'm gonna be here earlier, so I'm gonna go, and I'll chat with you all in the next video. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble, and be a little bit more transparent with you guys. I like to be as transparent as possible without giving all the information. There's obviously a lot more to what's going on, but I don't want to give all the information and all my business out there like that. But that's it, and I'm sorry that I keep looking here and not here. Bear with me, y'all. But I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I'll chat with you guys in the next video. There may be 2 videos for Saturday because I don't really want to include this as a video. This is really more just me sitting on the couch chatting with you guys about what's been going on. But yeah, I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.